What is going on, everyone? It's your guy Cole Jackson back here in the Russell Street Report film room. On to you guys watching football. We are going to be diving in to Tyler Linderbaum, and I would say his toughest matchup since Quinnen Williams in Week 1. We're looking at Dexter Lawrence from the New York Giants having a very good year, very good interior pass rusher. Several reps against him. He's one of those guys that's going to line up over the center and try and give him a hard day. And I've seen a lot of commentary around Tyler Linderbaum's game. He allowed PFF credited him for one QB hit and two hurries, three pressures. That's the most he's given up since Week 1. I've seen a lot of negative commentary around it that I didn't quite understand. So I said, hey, you guys throw out your commentary you want. I'll go get the film. I'll show what's really going on here. That's what we're going to do. If you guys are looking forward to seeing more Tyler Linderbaum, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new here. And let's do what we do best. The film doesn't lie. Let's go see what's going on.
Today on number 97, Dexter Lawrence against number 64, Tyler Linderbaum. I think this is probably his toughest matchup since we saw Quinnen Williams in Week 1. Let's get right into it. So I think this is going to be probably charged pressure by PFF. You can never tell. But I actually really like the way Linderbaum played this, and this is why I think you should be encouraged. If this is a loss or a pressure allowed, I think it's an encouraging one. So you definitely see a little bit of pocket push. The Giants did a really nice job here of creating this one-on-one. You got three techs that the guards need to take care of. You got outside players that the tackles are focused on. And you get Thibodeau out here coming and then dropping. So you actually end up with a four-man rush, but you have offensive tackle, offensive guard. You've created that one-on-one. So that's what the Giants are looking to do. And teams are going to try and do that against Linderbaum. But what I really like here, you see him push him out to the right side there. I like his redirect. So you're going to see Lawrence is going to take two steps and really attack this left shoulder. Typically, you'll see that from some inside zero techs because they want to attack the throwing arm of the quarterback if they're bringing interior pressure. So what Linderbaum does, you see him, he's going to bring his left foot back like that, plant it, use his right arm, plant on the hip, and then he's going to, once again, watch that right hand as he refits, right up into the hip, and he's going to push him out the right of the pocket. And what that does is it pushes him away from, you see his mitt up here. He's trying to get up away from the throwing arm. Ball can come out clean. So as much as he got walked back a bit here, really good recovery, boom. Being able to get low, plant, and right here, it's really clear. If low man wins, he's going to work right through his hip and then work him at the back of the pocket. So really good recovery by Tyler Linderbaum there. Very encouraging snap. So on this next one, I think they charged Linderbaum for a QB hit. It's the only one I could find. You're going to see a very interesting line game. This is a Wink Martindale line game. So you got a 0 tech here. Then you got basically a 5 tech and a 6 tech or a 7 tech, whatever you want to call it. And the interesting thing is you're going to get the 5 tech here rushing straight. And you're going to get 55 looping and essentially running a line game with Lawrence. So he's going to actually come down, and as the line slides, he's going to charge this A gap. And he's going to be the penetration man. So he's going to come down like that, and then 97 is going to loop off him into the gap. And that's where the QB hit comes. So watch. See, there comes 55. Lawrence comes around, QB hit. And so as far as responsibilities of this go, 55 as the penetration man is inside man. That would be Linderbaum's man. 97's rolling off of it. That becomes Ben Powers' man. So you can see it right here. That. There's 55 coming down. 97's going to go around. They both do not a great job of picking it up. I think Linderbaum actually ends up on the ground right there. So, I'm not trying to say this was an okay rep, but in terms of who gets charged with the QB hit, at this point, Ben Powers' hand should be up for 97, and it's not. So, that's just, as far as responsibility goes, I'm not sure that's Linderbaum's man anymore. I think that becomes Powers' man. But this is also just a great play by the defense. Dealing with a loop like that would be something new. It's something he'll have to be prepared for, next round. So now here you're gonna get a nice little rush by Lawrence, and so you're going to see where Tyler Linderbaum didn't keep his feet moving. So you can see he's kind of being walked back here, and what he loses here, you can see that inside hand is up in this shoulder, or up in this armpit, and he's going to create room, and then I want you to keep an eye where is it? Right there. See that white glove pop up? So he was able to work that inside armpit and then get that rip up. And once he gets his right hand, or his right arm, up under, he takes away Linderbaum's leverage. And you can see it right there. He runs right through him. Ball comes out, all good, but you can see the work he did there. So what you want to see from Linderbaum is as he starts to attack there, you can kind of see it right there. This is where he's losing a little bit of the power. He's way too sideways here. You want to ideally see that foot get more outside this way and stay square to his man. So this was one where I thought this was probably his worst rep in the game, not really in bad outcome by any means. So again, kind of confusing for some of the, he had a bad game thing. And you see basically the same move here from Lawrence. So it wasn't that it didn't just keep happening. It happened a few times. And so you're going to see right there, and you can see Linderbaum recovering a little bit better. This was later in the game, but he's trying to work that hand underneath. You see that white glove again? Right there. He's trying to work that under, but Linderbaum, with a great recovery, essentially pushing him out the back of the pocket. So he may not have squared him, but he recovered about as well as you could. And so I don't know if people see, 97 getting that close to Lamar and think it's necessarily a bad rep, but that's one heck of a recovery by Linderbaum. And he kept Lamar clean. And this was the incompletion that was bobbled by Oliver. I think you can kind of see it hit the ground there, but he had time, and I don't think I'd even credit that with the pressure. So I like here, see them slanting left on Linderbaum. He picks it up, drops his anchor, keeps his feet moving. He's in a row previously where he's kind of struggling with his two-hand strike, and so you saw a little bit of this where he's going to take his right arm, work it up into that armpit, and essentially run single hand usage here. So watch him right here. See how he's just kind of working that one hand right up into that armpit. And then that way he's dictating where Lawrence is going so that he can keep moving his feet. See? So now when Lawrence is trying to run a move, Linderbaum's dropping an anchor on him and stopping him. So I thought that was interesting because we saw Lawrence try the same type of rip, and then you see Linderbaum adjust with this, where he's basically using a rip of his own underneath his shoulder pad and essentially dictating where he's going to go. I thought that was a really interesting adjustment, something you may not normally see from a rookie, but just seeing Linderbaum with that type of hand-fighting, hand skill that early in his career is very encouraging. I mean, I love this play. You basically get Linderbaum blocking two guys. Lawrence is going to slant right and, his left against Zeitler. Linderbaum picks up. See Lawrence here get away. He's going to start to try and loop this way. Linderbaum right here. Gets that left hand coming out. See? Yeah, he'll just block two guys at once. No worries. Just a great block there. And then I think this is the last play we're going to take a look at. And this is where he did drop anchor with the two-hand strike. So again, those saying it was all bad, like where is it, right? The amount of ankle flexion. Do you see his body right now? He's almost down on his knees. He's planted both ankles. Lamar's blocking one of them. Both ankles into the ground to keep his anchor. Look at that. I don't think many linemen can plant like that. Like, thank God that ankle's taped, because I don't know how he didn't snap it doing this. Like, that was freakish. And Andrew should have caught that ball. But that's all we have.
I mean, the film don't lie, folks. It's simple as that. So if if there's other plays that that others saw where they're worried about Tyler Linderbaum, I didn't show the snap. Fair enough. If someone's like, "Well, you're leaving that out," not really. It wasn't even an errant snap. It was actually a perfectly placed snap. It looked like the timing was off. So I'll give you that one. That was a bad play. He had a couple penalties the week before, but a lot of those are mental errors, not physical errors, things that I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing the same thing happen over and over again. I'm not seeing constant penalties. I'm not seeing constant um, snap count issues. It's usually kind of peeping up once in a while, and so that's really what makes me feel good about the mental side of things. When you're a rookie, you need to learn. You need to learn quick, and you can't repeat the same mistakes over and over again. And we're not seeing the same mistakes repeat. So I'm just super impressed with Tyler Linderbaum. I mean, this was a clinic on undersized centers redirecting their opponent. Couple of bad reps here and there, but overall it's just been super solid. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and as always, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Peace out.